Hey guys, what is going on? It's Ice Wizard Gaming 123 here, and today we are in the 737 from Boston to JFK yet again. American 717 is our call sign. Sorry, Ty Shuff, I stole your call sign. I need to add a little bit more fuel to my plane because I actually did not check my fuel before I took off. So we're just going to add a whole lot more fuel to this plane, and that'll go up so that we can make it. Don't crash. There we go. Okay. So that we can make it to JFK. New York approach is online. As you can see, he messaged me here saying, "Good morning. Make sure that you cross Charlie, Charlie, Charlie at 12K." And we told him we'll cross Charlie, Charlie, Charlie at 12K. So we're descending to that now, and we'll be there in 3 minutes. And we'll be at Charlie, Charlie, Charlie in like 10 minutes. So we'll be there at a good altitude. Let's see if I can connect to his frequency. I can. Alright, just to double check for later. But I'm not quite into his airspace of control, so I do not have to talk to him quite yet. We're on our own. So yeah, I'm really glad. Like, if there's at an airport that I'm flying to, if there's ever one controller that I really, really want to have, it's approach. It's definitely approach, because approach gets you lined up to land. You can taxi, you can land, all that on your own, but getting lined up, that's pretty tricky. You can take off on your own, you can just fly your route. Like, in order to fly to an airport, all you have to do is literally just hit LNAV in the autopilot, and you can control the speed if you want to, you can control the altitude, but you need LNAV, because it'll fly your route. But, yeah. That's why I like approaches, because they vector you to give you extra room to line up, making it easier to do your approach. So my favorite controllers are definitely, by far, approaches. Now that hold right there is that Duffy. And from Robber, I go to JFK, and then it's vectors. And JFK apparently is way up there. If I go out to maximum, that's the vectors bit. And I'm actually going to take these vectors and put them up at JFK. Execute. So I'm going to want his vectors. So once we cross Charlie, 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 I'm going to contact him and let him know I'm going to need some vectors, as it's part of my flight plan. So yeah. And he's going to vector me around for runway 4 left. So I actually attempted to record a 4 left landing yesterday, but it was a fail. Why aren't those on? Hold on. There you go. But I ended up coming in way too high. I was not expecting the runway to be right there, but the runway was right there, and it didn't give me enough time to line up at a roque, nor to descend. So I had to vector myself, and then I came in way too high again for landing, but I just put the nose down and landed. I didn't crash it, I landed it. I just had to really descend quickly. And yeah. Unfortunately, though, I thought I was recording it, and I know I wasn't recording it. I had hit the button twice to record, and that actually stopped it. So I wasn't recording. And we're about to reach 12,000 feet here. So we're going to start leveling off. And we're just going to let him know after Robert we're going to need vectors. So we're going to go dot message ny_cam_app, just to give, I'm pretty sure he knows, but just in case you don't know, I am going to need vectors after Robber. Would you like me to call you after I cross? And Air France 008 has messaged me. Same. I'm going to JFK as well. Alright, this should be okay. Alright, he said I can call him right now. That's what we'll do. Approach American 717 at flight level 120. Squawk 1553, American 717. I think he said 1553. 1553. There we go. Alright, we're re-squawking Charlie. That's perfect. We'll be there in 4.5 minutes. Alright, he's given taxi clearance. We'll ask Air France 008, how about you? Roger, we'll expect vectors for the ILS runway 4 left approach. American 717. I know I just spelled preferred wrong. 3-run right's definitely easier. And it's what SimBrief told me, and a lot. It's also the ATIS. Alright. We're gonna start slowing down. We're gonna drop our speed way, way down to around about. Since we're gonna be descending soon, I don't want to be going too quick. So, 270 knots. He's flying the Carmen 4. Oh. Cross Calverton at 250 knots, American 717. Alright. So we're going to slow down. We're going to pull our speed brakes to help us slow down, because in 3 minutes we're going to cross Calverton. We need to be at Calverton at 250 knots. So he's just asking us to slow down. So we're going to do that. So here we go. Speed brakes in. I do not want them armed. Here we go. So he's departing 3-1 left and arriving 4 left. Let me double check this. I'm gonna check the ATIS, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 left. He told me to expect ILS 4 left, so that's what I'm expecting. This is him. Services for JFK approach. Okay, so he's not actually telling me to expect anything. Okay, I'll take it. Kennedy ATIS. 3046 is the departing runway 4 left. ILS runway 4 left is the approach. So I should have checked that ATIS a long time ago, but I didn't. And that's completely my fault, and so now I'm flying the Parch 2 arrival, which is not the best arrival. So let's see. Let's just see. In 2,000 feet, once we descend below 12,000 feet, we'll drop our lights. I don't know why my wheel lights are on. They don't need to be on. Let's say 008. We'll see you in New York. Air France 008's on Unicom, and he's coming out. He said a Carmen 4. See, that brings you down through New Jersey, so he's like over here somewhere. Unless he's already towards the airport. Yep, see you there. I really do like this American livery. I tried to download a JetBlue livery and a Southwest livery, but unfortunately, those didn't work. They just defaulted to this American livery, so I can't use those. I'm not sure why, but it happened with both of them, and it's not working. So we're just flying American while we're in America. We'll fly KLM when we're in Europe. But yeah, if we ever, for some reason, did not want to fly KLM, we could always fly Qantas, because Qantas, I know they do really long flights and whatnot into Europe. So, but those are A380s, and I do not have an A380. But boy, oh boy, do I want to fly one. Alright. We're crossing Calverton in just over 30 seconds. Now 30 seconds. And we're going to cross it at 250 knots. Once we cross, okay, we're going to cross Calverton, we're going to start the clock, and the clock is going to be our approach time as we fly to Robber, and then we get vectored to ILS runway 4 left, approach. He's going to start descending us soon, so we'll see. Down to 9,000, American 717. Alright, there's 9,000 feet, we're already descending. We can descend. We're going to descend at 2,000 feet a minute because we want to be down there before our next assigned altitude. We just want to be down there. And especially, you want to be on your final approach. Like for me, I always want to be at my final approach fix waypoint when I want to be at that altitude before I even get to it. Not like I don't want to be flying at 3,000 feet for the entire flight, but I just want to be down there so I have the time to then make the turn, slow down, catch localizers, all that. I don't want to just cross it and then be still descending down 3,000 feet. So, let's see. Depart Rober heading 260, American 717. So in 3 minutes we get to head at 260. That'll be once we depart Rober. Why is my speed up? My speed should not be up. I should be slowing down to 250. It was at 250, so I think it was just this descent. That's okay. I'm going to start slowing down the descent because we're almost there. We're 400 feet away. So slowing it down by 1,000 feet a minute won't hurt. Landing lights on. Those heats should have been on a while ago, I'm pretty sure. We don't need any anti-ice. Alright. Here we are. Just gonna do something really quick. Alright, there we go. One minute, we're gonna fly heading at 260 as we depart Rober. I pointed out last video, X-Plane 11, they don't do anything with the IRSs. So one fun step to starting up an aircraft is you get to align the IRSs if they haven't been aligned. Basically, it's like if it's the first flight of the day and the plane's just getting started up, you need to align the IRSs. And normally what you'd do is you'd set the IRSs to nav, which is what they're on. You'd go down to your FMC, get the waypoints from the airport you're at, and then you'd plug them in, and then you'd switch it to a line. I'm pretty sure that's the procedure, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it. For aligning IRSs. Alright, now we're going to fly heading of 260 as we depart Rover. So he's going to vector us around. I can take away the messages, we don't need to look at those. If something gets sent to me, then it'll pop up, but I don't need to be staring at them. Alright, heading at 260, here we go. Why are my speed brakes deployed? I don't want them armed either. There we go. I didn't need them deployed. That was just increasing drag on the aircraft, and my engines are working harder, so that's not good. This thing does look like an absolute beast from the front. If you're ever looking at it, whoa, hold on, what was that aircraft down here? Do you guys see that? Right over there? Right there. Some sort of beacon, but I can't tell. Down to 4,000 American 717. So today it's a lot quieter than the Across the Pond event. In the Across the Pond event, there was ATC the whole way there. I put that video up on YouTube, but it wasn't the full flight. It was just part of it. It was the second half of it. If you'd like, I think I've done it once before, but I can do 2-part videos, meaning I can record 2 halves, but I don't think I can do the whole thing. I don't think the whole thing would fit on my hard drive, so I don't think I can do that. We're just gonna go in here so that it doesn't give us this pink line crossing everything that says vectors, and we're just gonna go direct into a rogue. So that's just gonna do this, but we're not on LNAV, so it's not actually gonna change our flight path. We'll just go to legs. Yeah, I just get to wait as we descend. And just because I don't want to even risk gaining speed brakes are full. And then we can drop down to 2,000 feet a minute. So probably a little bit cold here in Boston today, so we're just going to go adjust our heating. Just a little hot. Oh, the clouds. It's alright though. If you're wondering what I'm doing when I'm doing this, and I'm not even moving my mouse, I have a hat switch. Excuse me. I have a hat switch on my yoke, and I use that from views, so I can change my view. Descending 5,000 to 4,000. On a heading of 260. That little beep you just heard, that's the 1,000 to go, and that is checked. We have 1,000 feet to go, now less. We'll just make sure this is 110.9, which I'm pretty sure is the ILS frequency, which it is, 110.9. I just double checked that on my SkyVector charts. They are both on that. We'll just start calling nav 1, Now 2. Just to listen out. (220) American 717. So he's turning us way out here. But I think it's because we're like passing the airport. Alright, speed break soon. Not armed, just in. And we're gonna slow down to 220 knots. Oh, that's cool. Half of us was inside a cloud, half of us wasn't. So he just vectored us, thankfully, a little bit out of a cloud, but we're about to head back into one. Alrighty. That's funny. 220 in the heading, 220 in the speed. We'll actually go to 225, 230. I think he might have turned us too far out because we're kind of heading in the opposite direction of the airport now. The airport's behind us. Or it's just off to our right, or around there. But that's okay. Because I know he knows what he's doing. He's about to vector us in. He's probably going to say, then turn right heading 240. And then after that, he'll say, turn right heading like 290, intercept 4 left localizer or something like that. I don't know. All I know is that we're going to get localizer intercept soon. No, just wait. American 717, go ahead. (270) and down to 2,000, American 717. Wow, he's putting us to 2,000 feet. 210 in the speed, American 717. We are literally out over the Atlantic right now, but New York is right over there. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. I think that's the shoreline. Right heading 300, American 717. He's basically vectoring us to a roke, and then we're going to intercept the localizer. I might as well just be on the LNAV right now, but I'm not. I'm listening to him. I'm heading at 300. It's all good. That might actually be what he's doing. He might just be vectoring us to a rogue. We can add the 10th notch of flaps. Or, yeah, flaps 10, not the 10th notch. That's all 1, 2, 3, 4 notches of flaps. That's 10 degrees. Because their speed's at 210, which is the flap limit for 10. So yeah, it's a little bit of they can be deployed right now. Technically, they can be deployed. Yeah, that has to be the shoreline right there. Hear that? I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's a beeping. The localizer. 'Tis alive. And we can hear it. Which is a good thing. I don't know what I just did there. I don't mean to do that. Sometimes I just click, and for some reason it sticks. So I can't move my mouse around for views. About a minute or two, he might tell us to join the 4 left localizer. Might tell us turn right heading 310, join the 4 left localizer. That's what I'm predicting. 310 or 315 or 320, one of those three. And we'll be joining the 4 left localizer. Maybe he'll even tell us to go to 330, but I think that's a bit far. If you hear that clicking noise, it's just the pen. I have a pen, so I'm just clicking that while I wait. Really soon now. Really, really soon. Once we get to the localizer, then the speed is probably ours. He might tell us until like 5 DME. We have to stay above 170. That's what is commonly done. Right heading 010 2000 until established, cleared for the 4 left approach. American Sun 17. Wow, he turned us far. He turned us over to here. Localizer mode. We can catch it now, hopefully. 180 knots or greater until Crystal, American Sun 17. Slow down. Localizer's coming alive. Turning into the localizer. There we go. Uh-oh. Come on, get back up to 180. We have to be at 180. The blow glide slope, so he put us down a little too low, but it's okay. Rather low than high, because low means you can still intercept the localizer, it's just at a later time. And we are in complete IFR conditions right now. Once we see the below glide slope thing go away, then we can activate approach mode, and that will like send us towards the runway. So yeah. We could be at flaps 25. Auto brake max. Approach mode. We're just going to activate it now. Clear land runway 4 left, American Sun 17. We're going to cheat. We're going to take this from overcast to clear. Now we can see the airport and the runway. Except it just glitched us 400 feet higher. Alright, now it's just sorting itself out with the localizer. Approach mode does not need to be armed. We can just stay in localizer mode. We are below the glide slope. Concorde, hold on. Concorde. Jesus, a Concorde at JFK. It's one of those guys over there. British Airways too, he's in a Concorde. Cool. That is cool. Once we cross Crystal, right here, we can slow down. Oh, no, 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 no. I want it clear. Thank you. I do not want the constant IFR foggy conditions that BatSim likes to throw in. At 5 DME, we'll drop the gear. Actually, no, at 6 DME, we'll drop the gear. I heard takeoff clearance, but I can't see a WestJet. Must be at a different airport. 6 DME, gear coming down. We're crossing Crystal really soon. We're literally 1 nautical mile from Crystal. We can slow down. On 60 knots, we just crossed Crystal. Approach mode activated. Here we go. Trajectory armed, auto brake set to max. Flaps full. Let's see. There's 4 left, and look at that. We're beautifully lined up with it. We'll turn our runway turn-off lights on now. Wheel well lights on now. We are fully lit up to land as American 717. 3 brakes armed, R brake set to max, flaps full, gear down, 3 green. We are all set to land. That is a train. Cool. Speed is going to become mine really soon. We're just going to get back to landing, like the vision that I like for landing, and speed is now mine. We'll keep it at around about 70% N1 and drop it down to 50 as we proceed. I really enjoy doing these flights from Boston to JFK. They're nice and short, but they're fun. It's not like they go by in 3 seconds, you know? And there's constantly air traffic control at JFK, like, or in New York. You know, a lot of people there. So, a lot of people fly in. Going in nicely on the glide slope. 200. Autopilot disconnect. My plane. Check. Touchdown. Manual braking. Roger that, straight off out of the ramp, American 717. Alright, here we go. Flaps in, auto brakes off. Sometimes it like pulls my parking brake from me whenever I don't even ask for it. It's kind of weird. Here we go. Welcome to Canada International, everybody. Thank you for sticking with me throughout that. I think it was fun. I enjoyed flying it. Flaps are coming in. They're all the way in now. I'm really sure we can check this, and they are all the way in. He said via Alpha to the ramp, which is what we're on right now. I don't even need a taxi chart. I just know this is Alpha. Whoa, buddy. He's slew moding from FSX, isn't he? I think he just slew moded in FSX. What was that? That was like, that's crazy. I've never seen something like that on VATSIM, ever. Well, we're getting a little crazy with our taxiing. Hold on. Here we go. We'll park up here where we usually do. Actually, when we come in on 3-1 right. Okay, stop calling us. We don't need to listen to it. When we come in on like 3-1 right, then we park back there at the American Airlines terminal. But yeah, we're not parking there today. Let's see where we can slide in. Let's see where we can slide in amongst all these D11s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's 9. 9 of them all lined up in a row. Cool. Why am I veering off? I don't know why. Get back on the taxiway. Altimeter 3046. I think that's what we had in. Yeah, it was. So altimeter didn't change. Oh my god, is there any room? Oh, okay, up there there is. There's one space where there's no MD11 slash DC10 sitting around. Yeah, I just crossed that. This might even be tricky parking. We might actually brush wings with this guy. Let's see. It's the only available space. We won't. We're actually good. New York approach, American 717 is shutting down for the day. Actually, I shouldn't say for the day. We'll probably be doing our return flight in a few moments, but until then, we'll see you later. Yep. Well, alright guys, that was a flight from JFK to Boston, or at least half of one. If you did enjoy, like, subscribe, comment down below, I will respond. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Ice Wizard out.